All right, folks, good morning. Let's get started here. So, for today, October the 3rd, we have the following. Sorry, scroll down here. All right, so Challenger job cuts already came out as expected. Unemployment claims already came out also as expected. At 9:45 a.m., we'll have final services PMI, moderately important report. At 10 a.m., we'll have ISM Services PMI, which is a major report, should have a strong impact on the market. Factory orders month over month, and we'll also have FOMC member Schmid speaking. Not expecting a significant impact from that. At 10:40 a.m., we'll have FOMC member Bostic speaking. Also not expecting a major impact from that. So basically at 9:45 through 10 a.m., we should have some two reports that have the potential to move the markets. All right, having said that, let's take a quick look at the QQQ ETF, which is presently trading slightly lower than where it closed yesterday. And it's moving up towards yesterday's close, but clearly down. Yesterday's action was very neutral and choppy, not much directional bias at all. And that contributed to the fact that we did not find any opportunities yesterday for trades that worked. Just giving you a quick summary of what we did find. We found two stocks yesterday, but none of them worked. One was Robinhood, which we never got a setup for that. We were waiting for it to give us an opportunity for a T2 move, but it never did the continuation move up. And then the one stock we did find that we were able to try to get into in the bearish direction was Microsoft, but after it went down, the little pullback here and start to go down again, next thing is that it backed up and basically got stuck. So no opportunities at all yesterday, at least for what I called out in the room, and the market was pretty dismal overall. All right, having said that, let's take a look at stocks which are showing up in the pre-market. Presently, I have ADTX, which is down over 7%, 1.4 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share. That does qualify for our pre-market watch list, so we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market radar. Symbol again is ADTX. Next up is BCAB, which is presently only up 1.97%, so that doesn't qualify. We need at least a 6% price change, even though it was up more earlier. Next up is EVGO, which is presently moving up. It's 25% positive, 2.6 million shares. It's over $1 per share. That definitely counts. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. Next up is FFIE, which is presently up only 0.34%. It was up more, so we'll have to pass on that one. All right, next up is TIGR, which is currently down 9.18%. 2 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add that TIGR to our pre-market watch list. And finally, I see, actually, no, never mind. That's all that I see. So if you folks see any other stocks that meet all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat. The four criteria are: it must be a NASDAQ listed stock, must be trading at least $1 per share in this current pre-market session, at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, and at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative. WHLR as mentioned, up 24%, 1.2 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to the list. Duo, currently down 20%, 2.2 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add Duo to our pre-market watch list. So currently on the radar, we have those 5 stocks that I just typed out, ADTX, EVGO, TIGR, WHLR, and DUO. Duo. All right, so if you folks see any other NASDAQ listed stocks that are trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session and have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume and at least a 6% price change, positive or negative, see any stocks that meet all four of those criteria, let me know in the chat, and then we'll take a look. Is it knee or neither of those? Brian, neither of those meet the criteria that we just described. So if you folks see any other stocks that meet our four criteria, we need a NASDAQ listed stock that has achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. So it has to have traded 1 million shares in its current pre-market. So when you pull it up on True Edge, I should see a number that's 1 million or greater. I should see at least a 6% price change, positive or negative, and it must be at least $1 per share. YINN. That must be an NYSE stock. Yep. Okay, so again, NASDAQ listed, must be at least $1 per share, must have currently achieved at least, and it must be $1 per share now, at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, at least a 6% price change. Yep, I got that one, doesn't count. All right, so we'll wrap up for today's pre-market pulse. Folks, please be sure to like the video. I see we have 9 likes, but more than 9 people watching. Please be sure to hit that like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we produce new videos. Also, if anyone happens to be watching this broadcast, but you're watching it on a replay, and if you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 25 minutes. And otherwise, folks, have a great trading session. I'll see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Take care.